chat. You can see your screen.
Okay, everyone is seeing it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
May I start? It's okay?
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for having me in this workshop, kind of like small workshop already. Today, I would like to introduce a little bit about my the topic that I registered kind of like long time ago. The 3D laser scanning, a revolution is coming. Before we jump into the topic, I would like to introduce a little bit about myself. My name is Eng. I graduated from University of Transport and Communications with a very good diploma. I also got the Japanese government scholarship MAX for master and doctor degree at Nagaoka University of Technology. And now I am a regional sales engineer and marketing executive at Topcon Singapore Holding. My region is Vietnam, Cambodia, and Myanmar. My main job is supporting Topcon and SoCal authorized distributors, also working in the field of BIM, beam information modeling to construction and 3D laser scanner technology, kind of like the construction SBO verification also. Another field is automated monitoring system for dams, metros, bridges, tunnels, structures, and construction. Also with the geodetic and mapping technology, as you can see in the slide, I did insert some picture of my company product. We have the UAV to the station, laser scanner. Let me introduce a little bit about Topcon, my company. Actually, Topcon is kind of like the globalization company with the headquarters in Japan. We have companies branches in 85. We have 85 companies branches in 28 countries with about 5,000 employees. Our main field is geopositioning with some devices like optical instrument to the station, GPS systems, laser scanning, mobile mapping. We also have we also specialize in construction with some devices like elevation lasers, alignment lasers, GPS rovers. We also work in agriculture field with some devices like crop analyst, data management, implement control, but it's not my field. I mostly working in geopositioning and construction. This graph I think is very good to talk about. As you can see in the graph, we have the blue color is the whole economy. Actually, this graph is about the lack of productivity gains through technology. So we have the whole economy from 1997 to 2017. The whole economy gains from technology is very high. But when you see in the construction, it's very low. So there's a big gap between the construction and manufacturing. That means technology, rarely applied in construction to gain the productivity. So this is another problem happening. This is another problem happening in the construction industry that, as you might know, that in construction there are so many parties. We have contractor, we have designer, we have surveyor, we have the inspection, we have owner, we have maintenance owner also. So each party is having their, each party has their data communication, and when the data, when communicating between each party costs a lot of time and labor. So the design execution could be the green light, but in actual, it is the black line, and you can see them so many big gap. And we have so many sources of information. We have drawings from each party. We have the way they are doing drawing. They can draw in so many softwares. So it kind of like hard to combine together in one common software. We have so many CAD models, so many so many points of reference. That means when you go to the construction, you will take the point reference to verify whether that you are building in the right position or not. Talking about this problem, because right now in the world we have so many ways to get to ease this problem and to lower the gap between them. And Topcon 3D solution is one of them. So what is the Topcon 3D solution or 3D solution only? I believe that some of you guys will see this picture somewhere in the road, that one guy standing in the utility station, the other guy will hold the pole with the prism, and wherever he goes, we can measure the point he is standing. This way is very high accuracy. But it costs our labor, it costs our time, it costs money also. And from the point we will create the line, and we will create the area to describe the surrounding environment. But as you see that this conventional way takes a lot of time to do the tedious and tired work. But with the laser scanner, just one guy standing in the station, he can measure all the information of the surrounding environment with very high density, high efficiency, and he can acquire the necessary information anytime. This 3D laser scan solution can do with many ways, not just put the scanner in one position only, but you can also do with the UAV, calculated drone, to fly around, get the information of the surrounding environment. You can put the scanner on the motorbike, on the car, so you can go around, get the data from very big area. In the past, most of us will do with 2D drawings, but right now it's the 3D and the beam collaboration models. So you can see that the infrastructure is changing. But we are not just stopping at 3D only. 3D, that means 3 dimension, X, Y, and Z, but we also have the 4D, 5D, and 5D, that is time, cost, and maintenance. Just imagine that if the more information you have, the better you will analyze, you will predict which might happen in the future for the construction. So the more information, the better, right? And right now we have so many construction need to have BIM 3D, 4D, 5D, and 6D. Like the building construction, civil construction, heritage, mining, road, railways, bridge, tunnel, oil and gas facility, and historical heritage. For your better understanding, I would like to share with you the 3D data collection. Actually, it's kind of like, can you hear the voice of this video? Can you hear it?
Not yet, not yet. So you need share screen again, yeah, and choose share sounds.
Okay, I will do with this second screen, no problem.
I mean, you need to click share screen.
You can share the videos, Windows, not slide window.
You can click
the software and you will see the screen of that software. You can open your video with Windows Photo of Microsoft or Windows 10 and you share that window for week.
You mean that?
It means that you can open the video in the browser like Google Chrome or something like that, and you share this screen.
Yes.
So sorry, no need. Please click share screen again. Click on the Zoom software, Zoom application. Click share, and you can see in the right hand at the bottom of right hand there are share sound. Click in share sound. It's okay.
Let me turn off one of my screen.
Yes, click share screen again. Yeah, and see on the left. Click share sound.
Share the audio, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, share audio.
Somehow I did not see the share screen icon.
Share screen is the color green color.
Yeah. I totally understood the way, but maybe there's.
You should stop share right now.
Let's share again. Yeah.
Yes. For the share screen, I choose what? Advanced sharing option.
Share audio. So you click share screen first. After that, you see on the left at the bottom.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah. Sorry for the delay. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe in your company use MS Teams. Yeah.
Yes. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear. Yet? You can hear it, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. We can hear.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of like the old plant in Japan that we demo with this construction using some of our company devices. You can see in this picture we have the kind of like GPS receiver, and this one is robotic illustration. That means just one guy moving the prism, and the machine will automatically detect him wherever he goes. And with the root, we have the UAV. We can plan for the how the UAV moving, how it capture the image, and this one is mobile mapping. That means we put the 3D laser scanning on the car to go around to get the 3D model, very big area. This one is laser scanning, but we put it on the tripod, so we can go into a very, small space, scan inside. And another thing is that we can combine all this data together in only one software to create a 3D model. And that means this model will be will be the best accurate because it combines so many data got from many devices. Yes, you can see that. This is the final model. So maybe you have the brief understanding of what is the 3D laser scanner and how it might work. But for the application, I would like to share that there are so many applications for this 3D laser scanning that, like volume measurement. I talk about the very accurate volume measurements, or monitoring large structure, tunnel profiling, road surface, slope face profile, or maybe BIM, beam building information modeling, as build checks, facilities measurement, forensic, or heritage preservation. I will talk about it in detail later, but just want you have a very brief understanding of application of laser scanner. For the laser scanner, it have many range. The largest is 500. You just need to know that, because another thing is about the how to work. No problem to need to know now. Just remember that operating this device is very easy, no trouble at all. The way it works is very simple. We scan with laser scanner. We get the SD card inside. We put it in the laptop. We do register and clean data. We export it into third-party software to do more specific tasks. Okay, talking about the applications, there's so many applications for this one. Just imagine that when the architect they want to do the furniture inside your room, they have to get someone go to the room, measure all the dimension of the room, where is the window, where is the how long is the floor, kind of something like that. And when the worker come back giving the data to the architect, the architect will design from that data, but the architect has no way to ensure that to make sure that whether the data is correct or not. So when the architect make the furniture and bring the furniture to the room, the common thing might happen that the furniture is not suitable with the room. I mean that it's bigger or smaller, kind of something like that. So to fix this problem, just easy way, we put the laser scanner there, scan all the room. So when the worker come back, give the 3D model to the architect can check anywhere in the room or in any time. So, and also from the 2D model, there's a software to help the architect to do like automatically understand and extract the wall, ceiling, window, door without any man hours, just totally automation. Or we can do the scan the power generation line or substation. Like you can see in this picture, this one was done by the team in Malaysia. They scan the generation line, so they can check whether that the line is high enough, because there is kind of like a standard for the height of the generation line. If low, it might harm the people around in surrounding environment. So we have to check for it, and the user can create a detailed model or kind of like the work on the topographic survey control and construction support information for engineers on the facility upgrade process. Another thing is quite common in Vietnam now, that you might know that in Vietnam there's so many constructions were built before, and all the information of construction was stored in the paper, and the paper will worsen over time, and the paper might be lost. So they need to have the more effective way to do with the data storing data, and with the construction lost documents, or they have the plan to expand the construction, they have to do survey again. And with the way we're doing right now, there's so many trouble. I mean that you can see the complexity of this construction. There's so many structure, and with each structure you need a very specific ruler to do it. Just like you want to measure the diameter of the pipe, you have to do with the diameter ruler. you want to measure the distance, maybe you go with a normal ruler, or you want to have the position where you are standing, you have to do with the local station. It's so many devices, and the time to take to survey all the construction will be very long. But now we can do with the laser scanner only one device, and you can get all the information of existing construction. And with that data, the software can also help you to automatically understand and design, to extract the element of the construction, apply the standard, like with the structure, with the pile, with the very complex pile system also, and it will automatically input it into Revit without any man hour. Everything is automatically done. Another application is for just imagine that if you have you build a totally new construction and you have 3D model of it. So today you finish the phase 1. So you can bring the laser scanner there, scan all the construction, compared with the 3D model to see that whether you are building right or not, or how much is the difference. And it will help you to come up with the plan to do to fix right away. You do not need to, when the construction is finished, and the cost and the time and the labor work at that time will be very, very big. It will be a great deal of it. This is the example of the construction in America, even a very high in developed country. They build a hospital with very complex system, built 3D model. When we go there, scan all the construction, we found that there's so many difference between the model we built, the design model, and the actual construction they are building. So it might create a very big problem to them. And with the software, it can also report the difference in color. You can see that the hotter, the hotter and the cooler is a very big difference. It can also report how many devices, how many elements is having a problem with the installment. So you can just focus on it. You do not need to go to the whole construction, checking everything. Just focus on what is wrong. It will save your time. Volume measurement is also another application which is applying in Vietnam right now. And you know that in Vietnam we have so many mines, so that means there are so many materials there, and they need to calculate the volume of that material stockpile. But with the way they are doing with the total station to create the controls of that stockpile, it will not be very, it will never be accurate. That there are whole amount of material left without no reason. So with the laser scanner, because it will do kind of like the millions of points per second. So you can create a very accurate 3D model of the existing environment, so you can understand how much the volume of the materials. Another thing also applying now is the floor flatness. That means you want to build a very flat floor. You have to check it. If you, when the worker put the concrete inside and then another guy outside would do check with the levels, that way it will never be accurate, because you have to wait the worker out to check, and because the point you check will never describe never enough to describe the exist surface, and tomorrow you have to work again to check the surface. You found the problem, you have to fix it. It will cost you a lot of time, labor work, and material cost also. But with the scanner, you can scan when even the concrete is wet, so you can know that which position having higher elevation, and you can flatten it right away. All the tank information, deformation, just like in the factory, there's so many of tank. They store maybe water, maybe have something important on water. There's so many things, and which happened with this tank might create a whole big problem, because as you might know that the factory work 24 hours, 7 days, and whichever happen, let that factory stop working, it will cost them a lot of money. So they have to do frequent check with the tank deformation, how much the movement of the tank, how much it move up and down. They have to check it, but the way they check it will never describe enough of the tank deformation, because they do not have enough data. But with 3D laser scanner, just easy way you can scan all the tank surface. You can combine it with the model. You can know that which position have a big problem. And you can see in this picture, we have a red color position, which has a very big movement, big deformation, I mean. So you can come up with a plan to interfere right away. So it can also create the cross-section profile of the tank. Another thing is tunnel profiling. Actually, this already applied in Vietnam right now. And you can know that in Vietnam, we have the Metro 1 in Ho Chi Minh. We have the Metro 3 Hanoi, Metro 3, which is actually happening right now. They are building it. So they will put the scanner there, scan the surface of the tunnel, so they can know that whether the cross section, the tunnel go is, correct with the surface they design or not. So they can have the way to do to fix right away. This one is also very interesting because it's not happening in Vietnam yet, but so many developed countries, they are doing it. Just imagine that right now they are putting a lot of devices in your construction machine, so they can have the information of the surrounding surface, so that all of the machine will work automatically without any people action, because it knows where it goes by the GNSS receiver, GPS, for your better understanding. It can know that whether in this surface, how much it has to move, how much it had to go. So it can calculate the volume it takes. So everything is done automatically, and it will save a lot of time, a lot of cost for for the materials, because we have to use the oil to let the machine work. We have to do with conventional way. When they want to do the design surface, they have to go up and down, go back and forth so many times to create that surface. But with the machine, it done automatically. It know how much it have to move up and down. So just for 1 or 2 times, it can get that surface right away. Why with the workers conventional way, it could be 10 times or even higher. This is the video actually calculate the how can I open this. Okay.
This project is Highway 331.
You can hear the voice, right?
Came in to widen the road,
Yes.
Yes.
place gravel, pave, and
Yes, actually, this is contractor in America.
we don't have a project that
They do everything
includes
on
GPS and
machine
grade control.
automatically.
It's not something that we go without.
It just speeds up the process. You don't have somebody coming out here and driving hubs for everything. Eliminates that, and we don't probably have a guy here running hubs all the time.
Actually, this machine is doing automatically without
Once we do an initial job setup,
for
I go
action.
from
But first, you need to have the
upload the project.
3D
That
model
process
of
is
that
finished.
existing
Very simple.
environment.
The screens and the
And
tabs
use the
that you
control
use
tab.
consistent across the board, so we can go from a dozer to
The worker
a
is
grader
in the
and use
machine
same
for
operator.
only, I
As long
mean,
as he knows how to use
emergency
the machine
problem.
itself,
with the
GPS
machine.
system takes care
Not
of
need
that.
to
We were able
work
to use the
every
excavator
time.
to cut
We
the
do it
slopes that
automatically.
were potentially too steep for the dozer capability.
Like they want to
It's
create
faster by far.
the slope,
I mean,
the machine can
any
do
which
it
way you look at it.
themselves.
You're not having to get out and check it or have somebody always.
With the volume it
checking
take,
I mean,
it
set
can
your
also
grade and
know
go.
how much.
Then we would place gravel on the prepared subgrade and use a John Deere 772 to blue top the entire project prior to paving.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, basically, so we have to be a foot from edge of asphalt with our gravel, that you can actually just click on the screen, and then you can actually set your line 1 foot off of your asphalt edge and place the rock where it needs to go.
We've eliminated so many steps because it's all on one screen and one machine can do the entire road from side to side and end to end. When we are able to bid a project, execute the project, and it comes out the way that we had planned, there's a lot of pride in that.
Yes, this is a very interesting topic. I hope that one day it might happen in Vietnam. Okay. Yes, to summarize, talking about the 3D laser scanning, it happens in every phase of construction, from survey, design, building, design execution, and maintenance also. So not just for survey phase only, it can apply in all the circle construction, from as-built, simulation, management, and maintenance. This is the data of the 3D laser scanner. Thank you so much for your attention. If you're interested in this technology, you can discuss with me via this phone number there and my email, or just if you want to have a coffee with me, no problem. Please call. That is all of my topic. If you have anything to discuss, please ask. I'm willing to answer.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the topics, Mr. Tunai. So very exciting technology. Yeah. Actually, I already know about this technology before.
Yes.
But, when you present, so I think it's more nice. Yes. So
Yeah.
now I understand deeper about 3D laser scanning technology. So I have a question for you about
Yes.
Topcon Vietnam. So your company provide scanning service or only provide scanning machine?
Yeah, so many of my customers asking about this question. Actually, in Vietnam, because we are Topcon, we are manufacturers, so we do not do exactly kind of like providing the service. But our partners, I mean our dealer, authorized distributor, they are doing it. They are using our machine to do the work. So if you are interested, in this service, you can contact me. So I will let you know, and I will help you with the service.
Yeah.
But from us, because we are the manufacturer, so we do not do it ourselves. Yeah.
So, but your company sell the scanning machine directly, or sell your machine by a supplier?
Yeah, we are doing.
Distributor.
Yeah, we are doing it via distributor, because distributor have a strong network in Vietnam. We're just providing technology, we're providing solutions, but we did go with distributor, even though they are doing the service, because we want to distributor can we want to have to provide the solution, not just selling machine only. So whatever happens with the construction or whatever happened with the service they're doing, we are there to have them, no problem.
Yeah. So that's your location now in your job.
Yeah,
You support distributor and support your support product information to customer.
Kind of like I'm doing both, supporting distributors from Vietnam, Myanmar, and Cambodia, and I also helping them with the solutions or whichever question from customer, or doing demo to them. But I also doing kind of like the marketing activity. I mean that I will contact with the end user myself, introduce to them, because it's kind of like the new technology. So even distributor could not do it themselves. They do not know much about the this technology, how much it can work, how powerful it is. So we can go with distributor, but we can go ourselves to the end user to provide to introduce the solution, to do with the demo, to have them with the trial, to go with them in the actual construction. All the thing we do.
Yeah. So
yes, actually in Vietnam right now there are so many applications, even in in factories. That means because in factory there's so many machines, there's so many things need to check, and with the conventional way we are doing right now, there's not enough time and enough accuracy for them. I mean, just check for the structure to see whether it might fall down. It will cost them a lot of time to do it. But with 3D scanner, it's just one, not one day, just 4 hours.
Yeah. Yes. So very good technology. So how about using UAV for scanning, laser scanning in Vietnam? So have you ever apply that technology in Vietnam?
Yes. Actually, using UAV, it called UAV LiDAR. That means you can put the LiDAR source on your UAV. So UAV will fly. You can have the position of UAV because it have the GNSS, or I should call GPS receiver, so it can receive the location when where it fly. So it will do the LiDAR source, so it can collect the information of the surface below. But the thing is, the accuracy of the UAV LiDAR is not good enough. I mean, for mapping, it's totally okay. But for another application, like you want to build a 3D model of the construction, the accuracy is not good enough. So I highly recommend it used for, mapping purpose, but with another purpose, like build 3D model of construction, 3D laser, UAV LiDAR is not a suitable option. Yes.
So another question, just when we scan object, we will get 3D data, 3D drawing, right?
Just it's kind of like you just mentioned that when you scan the topic, when you scan the object,
Yes.
it will create a lot of point in that object. With that point, you have the coordinates. I mean the position X, Y, and Z. So you will create the surface of that object. You can understand. You can have the 3D model of that object yourself. But with the object with, I mean, dark color, you have to choose suitable, I mean, suitable mode to do it.
Yeah. Also,
Yes, it can.
and more question about we can modify 3D data after scanning or not. For example, we scan cylinder. So after get 3D cylinder, we can modify, for example, extend or choose or make the drawing, make it bigger, for example. I mean,
I think
we can modify. We can modify.
Yeah.
3D,
Yes.
after scanning.
I understand your point, but the thing is, 3D laser scanning is for building the existing condition of the surrounding environment of the object that you want to do scan.
Yeah.
The thing you ask is mostly for design. So that means,
yes, correct.
Yeah, that means when you have the data, you can put it in the design software.
Yeah.
And with the way that the software it can automatically recognize the structure and export the parameter for you. So you can change that in your design software. But with the 3D laser scanner data is only for existing condition. Yeah, it's kind of like two different topic.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
I see in your presentation, your scan model can import into Revit.
Yeah.
Some model in BIM software.
Yeah, yes.
So how can you do the scan model into Revit? Is there third-party software or direct import into Revit?
Yeah. That is a very good question, actually. Because I cut in between because I do not want to put so much information in civil engineering. So it might create the.
I'm not engineer. I'm an architect, and I often draw an old house. We can redesign the house. We must draw it by hand, or we can some laser measures. That is take a long time. So I think your 3D scan is so good.
That's right. I actually just imagine that when you scan the surrounding environment, you get the 3D laser scanner data, and with that 3D laser scanner data, it have like it has the Autodex file type. I mean the RCP. RCP is for recap. This Autodex file type, so you can directly input it into Revit. But the problem is because the 3D laser scanner data is heavy, so when you put it directly into Revit, it will cost it will cause you a lot of problem. I mean, whenever you want to move around the Revit, it will have the lag between the movement. So with our solution, we put it in the third-party software, use that third-party software to recognize all the structure. So with the structure it recognizes, it will export it into Revit. So the Revit will do with the final auto extraction from third-party software. It does not import the 3D laser scanner all into Revit, but we can import it in small pieces to see that whether the parameter, whether the item we recognize, we do the auto extraction from third-party software is correct or not. We can do it, kind of like the QA, QC check.
I think I'm working in construction industry, so I think your software and your device is so useful for me.
Yeah, I actually
I want
device.
other questions. About the price of your device.
Yeah, everything is
Very
about price,
expensive.
right? Everything is about price, right? But
Yes.
you asked about the price for the whole solution or price for machine only. Actually, I always ask my question. Yeah, I know that everyone just want to know the machine only. But haven't you ever imagined that you ask for the machine, when you do with the machine, the problem behind is so many and you have to pay more to get the whole solution. Even for the machine, the price is also very competitive. But I just want you to see the bigger picture, because the whole solution, the final product is what we want from we want to 3D model, we want 3D drawing, kind of want something that we just do not want the 3D data from laser scanner. That is a totally different picture. But even for the price of the machine, I think it's competitive enough. If you compare with the how many days it takes to do with the conventional way, how many days to do with the drawing, to build drawing from the conventional way, with the coordinates you get, you put it into drawing, you draw it with conventional way you are doing with the software. If you're more interested,
because we have a small project like a house or something very small. If you give me a solution, that I think it is very complex.
Yeah, they're very complex, right? But you also could check. You could check the 3D model. Because laser scanner, when it scans the surrounding environment, it already created the 3D model itself. So you can view from that. You can check. You can calculate. You can measure the distance. You can do with the map. You can create team, dam model, everything inside the software. With the machine, that is, you do not need to buy any third-party software to do it. If with the small project to check for information, or if your project is not big enough, you can consider hiring service. This is another way.
I think if we have built a resource or something very big, I think I can use your UAVs or something like that to scan the site.
Yeah, UAV is for a very big project, but with UAV, there's is not accuracy enough with a big project. Yeah.
It's difficult to use your device.
Yeah, the accuracy of this device is just 3 millimeter only with the 3D model. With the UAV, it might be 20 centimeter.
Very high accuracies.
Yeah. Is anyone having a question? I would like to answer. No.
Yeah.
Because your device is used for construction industries. So
yeah. It is also for factories. To check the existing pipe system, existing machine.
I have a question. Can it scan a small part of a machine, a component of a machine? We can use the scanner to scan a small part of a machine, not a large building.
Yes, actually, this device can do totally 100%. But for your purpose, I mean, for your specific purpose, they use another device. They use the handheld laser scanner.
Yeah.
Yes, for more accurate, maybe 1 millimeter only, or even lower.
Yes. So if you want to scan a small object or small part, so I think you can. Do you know Mr. Quân from Think Smart?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not know Mr. Quân, but I know Mr. Tong from ThinkSmart.
Yeah. So they provide scanning service for small parts.
We collaborate with them in some projects actually.
Yeah. So because I already look some picture in Facebook profile of Mr. Quân. Sometimes he post some scanning project for a vehicle, for car, for automotive part. Yeah. But I think Think Smart provides with high accuracy, right?
It's kind of like a handheld laser scanner. It's a different purpose, different device for different purpose.
Yeah. So I think Mr. Tuấn Anh, can you show us about the timing for scanning? So how long
the time for scan?
Yes.
The time for scan depends on how much the detail of the of the surrounding environment you want. Just kind of like if you have the it will be with a distance about 10 meter. If you want the accurate the distance between the 2 points will be, if you want 4 millimeter, the time will be different with the distance about 10 millimeter. So it will depend on your the mode you choose. But I can say that the time is around from 1 minute to 12 minutes. It's not very long, and the data it gets is much higher than the conventional way, 1 point by 1 point. Why this machine can provide millions point per second.
Yes, good.
That is the different story. Yeah.
And I have a question. Your laser scanner can work in daylight, sunlight.
Yeah, dark environment, right? There's no light there, right?
Your device can work only at night.
I mean that you're asking for the question that whether it can work in no light environment, right? Yeah, actually, there's 2 cameras in the machine. One is for capturing 360-degree images, so it requires light, sunlight, or something like that to get the this environment. Another is for camera is kind of like the laser source. It will pull the laser and get it back, so it does not depends on light. Even in 100% dark environment, you still can get the data, but you do not have the picture. That is the picture is for reference only, not for analysts, not for doing the design purpose later, just for reference only. Yeah. Without picture, you can do it yourself, no problem.
With some laser device, it cannot work in daylight condition.
You mean that very hot environment, right? Yeah, maybe midday, the DUV will be 40 degrees or maybe higher, right?
I want to use your 3D scanners. I just only work at night.
No. That's not my question. That's not my answer. Actually, in the machine, it has 2 cooling system. even in the midday. Actually, we did already in the midday in Vietnam. The temperature at that time might be 40 degree because we did it in very big area. They built the dam there, so they have to collect all the information of the existing environment to know how much of the earthwork they have to do, how much cut and fill they have to do. So the condition is very hot, 40 degree, but the machine works well because it has two cooling system inside. I know that why you're asking for this question, because some machine cannot work because they go with the, I mean, they will promote something like it's very light, easy to do, easy to handle. But when you face with the very tough environment conditions, it will create a problem. It might even cause error, and you cannot do it. But with our machine, you can do it because our machine is aimed for construction environment, which is very tough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Another guy.
Actually, if anyone of you want to know more about this carbide technology, not just our machine only, I just talk about technology. You can contact me for more information, no problem. Or you can, if you want to know that whether this application is suitable for the way you are doing, you can contact, no problem. Yes.
Yes. So I have some friend. They are interested in a 3D scan. So maybe I will suggest you on or send your contacts to them. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Because actually the 3D laser scanning market is booming now in not in Vietnam, but in Southeast Asia country, the developing country, because right now we are moving to digitalize everything. So with 3D laser scanner, you can capture so many information at very short time.
Yeah.
So so many applications for it. Even in oil and gas industry, they bought a lot. Factory also, yeah.
So oil and gas, what's the purpose of oil and gas?
Oil and gas industry, because they have to check the condition of the pipe system. They have to check the condition, because whichever happened in the pipe system might cause fire, might cause error, might cause stop working. So they have to check for it. They have to know the condition of the existing piping system. They cannot do it with conventional way. It will cost a lot of time and it's a lot of devices. With 3D laser scanner, you just put the machine there, scan the pipe system. You can have all the information of the pipe system. You can know that how much of the movement over time of pipe system. You can come up with a plan to prevent the error might happen in the future. So oil and gas company, they are doing it a lot, and they also need to build a 3D model, because of existing construction. Right now they are manage everything on cloud, on model, 3D model. They do not use paper and drawing, 2D drawing, store information in paper anymore. They move into 3D. They move into a cloud storage solution, which they can view all the time. They can move, they can understand better because it's 3D. So yes, a lot of applications.
Yeah. Yes, good, very good technology. Yeah. Another guys have any question for Mr. Tuấn Anh?
Yes, I have a question for Mr. Nguyen. At first, thank you so much for presentation about this technology. It's very interesting topic. Actually, I have a knowledge about the laser scanning.
Yes.
Actually, last time I worked for the how to say, the laser scanning machine also, but it is used to in the electronic field. It can, but basically the technology are the same. And I know to build the 3D image, it requires a lot of data, and it depends a lot of the surface of object. So my question is, how your define depend on the color of surface? For example, if we measure a mountain, the color is different and the shape is different. If you measure a lake with the water, is different. If you measure a building, a tower with a mirror, it can reflect different. So how effective depend on the color of surface. And
yes, you mean you say that you are working with laser scanner before, right?
Yes, actually my machine and a very high accuracy, and
which machine can you share? Can you share?
That the machine is the AOI machine. It probably with if some guy in our group work in the electronic field, they can know this machine. And
Yes.
accuracy, standard accuracy is 3 for EM3. Actually the standard is 3 micromet. It's very high accuracy. It also how to say, the camera emits send a laser and how to say, to receive a reflex and measures distance from camera to the object, and it can scan during the moving. So the most important here is the synchronization signal. So it's very complicated. So and in actual intact, when we build the 3D image, we got the 3D data. There are a lot of effects depend on the color of object, like a metal, like a mirror, and then maybe the data will be lost.
Yeah, I understand your question, but I think the application in JAWS field is different because you are talking about the accuracy about the micrometer, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, it's very high accuracy. It's very high accuracy. So I do not know much about the that kind of application for very high accuracy. But with our machine and the way it works, I think you'll totally understand that it kind of like when you pull the laser, it hit the surface, it will come back to the laser source. So you will calculate via like apply the velocity is distance divide to time, right?
Yes.
Kind of like that calculation. The thing is, with our way, we do not care about the image. We care about the 3D laser scanner data. The image is for reference only. Of course, I mean that with the surface, with the very dark surface, you have to choose the relevant mode to do it. But I do not understand why the way you are doing relying on image.
No, actually there are two kind of inspection with our machine, is 2D image and 3D image. For 3D image, we can measure the volume and how to say, we check the shape of object. If any crack, any how to say, broken, but very imagine it very small component on the PCB. But anyway, if the surface of the object is different, the data we get different. Even the not only the 2D image, but also the data of 3D to build the 3D image also different. You know, if we want to build the, how to say, the 3D shape, we have to get it in how to say in my field, each picture we have to get 1 point. So to build the 3D image, so the data very huge, very big. Maybe your device just get some point, for example, 1 or 3 centimeter, or sometimes we just get a point. But with our field, we get each point is 1 picture. We need to get the data height of this. But anyway, the technology and the principle is the same. If the how to say, the surface of object is changed, the data will be changed. Maybe lost. Maybe we cannot measure. For example, if we you send a light, laser light to the mirror, and then you can get back the wrong data. Normally like this.
Yes. So that is the reason why you should not do with the mirror. The thing is,
so my wonder
yes.
is, if now I want to capture a building, for example, do you know the Kiang with
Yes.
surrounding is a mirror? If is any problem with your device if we want to capture, we want to build the 3D data, 3D image, 3D shape of the building? I mean like this.
Yes. To answer your question, we have to choose the specific mode to do it. But as my understanding from your field, that because your field require the 3D model with image quality inside, right? To build a very accurate 3D model with very accurate color of the device of the object, right?
Actually, cover here is not so important. Black or white, or
So,
how to say, it belongs to the other of inspection. But
yes.
For example, I have a cell phone with the middle with a black or white is no it's not important. The important here is the shape. Is there any crack on my cell phone? It no need to check the black or white or green or pink, but we have to detect the how to say, the crack at some corner or some hole on the object.
Yeah, I have one question. How you register your data from the 3D laser scanner? How you register it? Because you have to scan many times. With each time, how you combine it together? Which way?
Actually, we just scan only one time.
Only one time?
Yes, of course. If we need to scan a lot of time, it with how to say, the height of component is different, so the focus is different. So we need to scan. But basically, we just scan only one time, and to get the whole thing, all the data to build the 3D.
Wow.
So yes. So my question is, my wonder is that device depend on the color of object or not?
It does not depend on the color for your question, but I have a question.
Yes.
If the object have the shape, okay, I have to turn off the I mean background. I have to turn off the background to let you know. If the object is rounded, how can you scan one time to get the 3D model of this object? Only one time.
Yeah,
you have to front and back. You have to scan front and back to get the 3D model of this one. How can you scan one time on this?
Actually, you please imagine that we put a laptop on the table, right? And we just measure the height and the surface, and then we can build 3D.
Yeah, you can do 3D, but it's not enough data. You cannot measure the thick of the laptop.
Oh, we can by, for example, you
yes, I think we need another topic for orientation about Mr. Khương device.
Oh, maybe
Yeah, yeah.
different.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
No.
No problem. Yes, because
No.
not.
I think I get Mr. Tunan's point, because it's different when we measure an object surrounding, right? Raw device will measure surrounding the object to build the overview of
Yes.
Yes,
the object.
I'm working in construction industries, and I often draw drawing of a house by hands. But if you put a camera in one position, you cannot a full image of an object.
Yeah.
Of course.
I
We
think
should check the top view.
sometimes you rise, you just move the camera around the object and you take a pictures.
No,
So you have-
yes, we should check from top view only, and then we can view. For example, if we want to check a mouse on the table, and you just scan it, and then we can measure the height from the surface of table to the top of the mouse, right? Actually, we should check only the top view only, not surrounding. But anyway, we have software, right? The angle camera, it can actually it can not only 360 degree, but the top view it can cover the one circle, so we can know the shape of mouse like this.
I have a question for you, Mr. Khương. How about the size of the scan object? If you scan a small object, you can maybe put the scanner in one position, but with a large scale, like a house or a factory or something.
Oh,
Really
actually,
big, how you can scan it?
Actually, my device just check a very small object, like, for example, you produce the iPhone, right? You need to.
Yes, I think because Mr. Tuấn Anh say that the laser scanner scan a big object like how factories, and your device can scan small objects. I think different objects can use different technologies.
So no, I think the technology are almost the same, but the
the concept will be the same. But I just wonder why with only one scan station, I mean, one time, how you can describe the whole surface of the object? I just wonder.
Only the top view.
I think it could be better if you can contact me to take a small, because
yes,
we should take a small. It's
I think the scanner is still, and the object is move around, spin around the scanner, or some.
No, we
like
just
that.
have the top view only.
Yeah, just it's top view only.
That's my wonder why we can do it. Wow.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, everyone. So I think now this time for another guys. Oh,
yeah.
And anyone have any question? Mr. Tuấn Duy, do you
sorry,
want to say something
for this topic, because I am an electronic engineer, so I don't have any experience about construction or any about this topic anymore.
Yeah. Mr.
Can I have questions?
Yes, Mr. Nguyễn
Yes.
Công Hòa. Yeah.
Yes. So I just wonder, like, how is the maximum dimension that the machine can scan? Do you have that kind of information? Yes.
Yes, of course. I have to have it. The maximum distance the machine can reach depends on laser source. With our machine, it could be 500 meter. With another machine, it might can reach 3 kilometer or even higher. But the thing is, the higher you reach, the less the density you get.
Okay.
So we are strongly recommend that we should work with the distance smaller than 500 meter. to
Okay.
describe enough of existing environment. We can have enough data to do it. Of course, you can reach even 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, but for what matters? Because if that distance, you can go there, put another station, put the machine there to do. You not need to reach that high.
Okay, I got it. So how about the smallest one, the minimum?
The minimum is
Yes.
larger
Do you have
than
that kind of
yes,
record? Yes.
of course. I have to have it. The minimum is 1 meter from the machine, because
1 meter. Okay.
yeah, the machine 1 meter 80 centimeter. I mean, the upcoming device will be 18 centimeter, because the machine has to I mean, put there, it will do the doom scan, calculate 360, so it cannot reach it lacks, I mean, it cannot reach the below. So 80 centimeter is the smallest distance from the machine.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. One more question. So if I want to use that, so can I hire that for a short time, or I need to buy it to use?
Yeah, that also a good question. How short it will be? I mean that if you have many short time application, you can consider to buy it. If you have only 1 or 2 short time application, you can consider high service.
Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, but to be honest, the service they are charging right now is very high. I always recommend a customer that because they know that you do not know much about this technology, so they can charge whatever price they want. With our because we are manufacturer, we have to let you know the way to do it. We have to do the demo for you, and we have to provide solution for you until they can do it yourself. So of course, the investment, one-time investment, is very higher than hiring the service. But considering for how many times you use it, how much easy for you to do, you do not need to rely on any third party, whichever happen, or they might cheat, but you do not know. Yeah, that is depends on your options. How many times you need it? Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Nguyễn Công Hoàng, for your question. So, hello, Mr. Lê Trung Dũng. Are you there? Hello. Hello, Mr. Lê Trung Dũng.
We have 11 guy left.
I see he turned on the mic.
Yes, maybe have some trouble with his microphone. Yeah, I think so. Another guy, Mr. Nam. Mr. Nam.
I can hear the voice.
Speak something, Mr. Lê Trung Dũng. Nam ơi. Nam ơi lại ơi. Hello. Are you there? I'm not sure our guys are there. Hello. Hello Nam. Yes. So
can you hear me?
Yeah. So have you got any question for Mr. Tuấn Anh and talk something?
Actually, I'm an electronic engineer, so
actually there's there are many applications in electronic
yes,
field
but
also.
but I have a small question. How about the dimension of object is your device can detect? I mean, for example, depend on the type of material in object. For example, for steel, for wood, or for bricks or something like that. So, what's the maximum dimension of object can be detected by your machine?
Yes. The machine work does not rely on the material. It relies on the color of the material, because when the surface hit this, when the laser hit the surface, if the surface is very dark, it will absorb the laser. So you have to choose the different mode. I mean, you will have to increase the frequency of the laser, so it will not be absorbed by the surface. I mean, the very dark surface like coal, like concrete, the asphalt concrete, that thing will create a lot of trouble. So you have to choose the different mode. So the material or the material of the object is not important. It is the color of the object. So it kind of different. And for the smallest detection, another thing again, that it does not rely on the material. So if the machine can see the object, it can scan, and you can choose the very detailed mode, while the point on the surface it can scan is very near 10 meter. It will be 10 meter. The smallest distance between 2 points near each other will be 2.5 to 3 mm. So it will be very accurate. I mean, very, very close. Of course, the data will be very heavy.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And another I don't know exactly, but the laser can affect to our health or not.
Health, right? Yeah, of course. If it can affect your health, how can we sell it? Because
we can wear glass
yeah.
something when we work with the laser scanner.
Whichever machine goes to the market, they have to have so many organizations check for it. Health organization, have another organization. They have to make sure that whether it can harm people in surrounding environment. So if we can sell it, that means it's totally okay. That's my question.
Yeah,
that's my answer. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We have a small laser measure device. Maybe
laser.
Laser distance, right?
But
it can go in daylight condition.
Just for measuring distance, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It has measure 1 pound.
So I think it's a very high accuracy, right?
It's about 3 millimeters around. 3 or 2 millimeters.
Yeah.
It can measure to up to 50 meters, but high accuracy is about 2 or 3, 20 or 30 meters.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Mr. Đặng. Mr. Đặng ơi. Hello. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So today you join a little bit late. Yeah. So when our topic almost done. Yeah. So but
this is
but have you got any question for our speaker today, Mr. Tunai?
Yeah. I just hear some question from the other member to the Mr. Tung Anh. This is excellent, but could you give me some information about the laser, how much the wavelength of the laser did you use to in this purpose?
Yeah, the wavelength. To be honest, I do not have now. Yeah, to be honest, I do not have that information now. If you want, I can go to the spreadsheet to share with you. But I think that the more important is about the frequency of the laser.
Oh. So
Yes.
I think the wavelength of the laser is not confident because it will be your specification of your machine. So
Yes.
okay, yeah, that's no problem with me because I just focus on the safety skill when we interact with the laser. So for
yeah.
yeah,
So
like the question from Vietnam.
Yes, but so with the laser, you if you are working in the city, so I think that you know that we have the laser class, right?
Yeah.
Which class is I mean safe for our health? Which class you need to have the professional operator to do it? Have something like that. So with our with our machine, it have many mode. It have the mode requiring a very professional one to do, and it also have the mode for the manual for the I mean do not need the professional one to do because it does not harm much. It does not harm at all, not much. It does not harm at all. That is the way.
Yeah, because when we interact with the laser, we need to focus on the two concepts. First is the wavelength. The second is your intention. This will be affect your health or especially your skin and your eye. This is very important.
Yes, but actually, when they are launching the laser scanner, health organization has to check it themselves already. So if we can sell it, is no problem at all. Yeah.
And sorry, because I go to this meeting later, so I hear about you. The biggest model you can scan is 500 meter.
Yeah, the largest distance we do is
the largest
500 meter.
distance. And how about the resolution of your laser?
I think you all know you know about laser scan, right? So why do you ask for the resolution? The resolution depends on the mode. We have but they will have like having a simple one to do that with 10 meter. How much the close between 2 points? So that is the resolution. That is the resolution. Yes. With our is 2 millimeter.
2 milliliter meter.
Yeah. The longer you go, the higher the distance, the longer the higher the range, the longer the distance between the 2 points. Yes. That is the resolution. Yeah.
That means the good resolution is 2 millimeter. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Because I also the self engineer, so my my machines for the spectroscopy, the resolution is very important to me. And this is the high competitive point to compare to the other machine.
Yes.
Compared to the others brands, for example. The resolution very high, very important.
But depends on how much how is your work. I mean, if you're working in the industry that you scan a small spare parts, small parts of the machine, it will have another device for you. But with our is a I do not say because I'm proud of our brand, but with our we are the Japan brand, so one of the 3 largest brand for this laser scanner using for construction. So of course the accuracy and the resolution has to be enough to compete with the other. Yeah, that is
Okay.
a way.
Yeah, thank you for your information. It's helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, many thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you need any information, you can contact me later for that. Yes, no problem.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
now I think
Yes.
we have a little bit time for discussing about next topic because Mr. Tuấn Duy, hello Mr. Nguyễn Tuấn Duy. So are you still there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, yes. So I have just checked again our schedule. Not yet have any topic for next Monday. So if possible, can you make a presentation for next Monday?
Monday.
Yes.
I'm not sure. All right. I will reply you tomorrow. Okay.
Need soon because normally we need a few days to prepare. Yeah.
Yeah, I have already my presentation.
Yes, good.
Because I'm usually used to train for the new employees. So hopefully I will use it to introduce all of you guys.
Yeah, good. Yes. So please check and confirm tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good if you can do, but for next Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to summarize a little bit about the topic on the next Monday. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So that topic is really interesting for electronic engineer working the factory, especially is the factory manufacturing electronic component as Samsung, Jabil, or Intel. Yeah, and that is really useful for you guys if you are do it at QC department or purchasing department. Okay.
Purchasing department. So how purchasing department use your product or they?
All right. So because this is a specific major, so purchasing will clarify the the good product or the bad product, because that is really easy to treat the purchaser, especially to compare the product from China or another brand from China. Maybe it's the same technology, it's the same outside body, the same outside outfit, but the inside is really different. So, but I think I will not go deep like this because many of you guys is not in this major. So I will share with you the basic about ESD.
Yeah. ESD just mean electric system dynamic, right?
No. ESD, that is electrostatic discharge. Yeah, that is really damage for electronic component or an IC. That's really easy to make IC die.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see for next Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. So any question or any discussion more? So now a little bit late. Yes. In fact, today we already missed some activity. Yeah. So in fact, I am trying to improve our group. Yeah. With a more exciting activity. So maybe we need changing. Yeah. So if you have any idea for improve the quality or the quantity of our member, so please let me know. Yes. So
I think we should keep bring in a small room at the first.
Yeah. Keep
a short time than before.
So
maybe 10 or 15 minutes to read a small room. we to practice our English.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Tunang. So maybe today is the first time you join
Yeah.
online meeting, right?
To be honest, my job is very busy, so
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the presentation because I registered quite a long time ago. But
Yes.
just received your message last week.
Yes.
But
So
the thing is, I think practicing English is also good because I already have experience myself when I study English. Just want to share with you guys that you have to consider which level English you want to be. You want to English for communication only.
Yeah.
That is another way to do it. You want to have the English with good grammar. You know to divide the grammar. You know how to use the grammar correctly. That is another the way. So depends on your intention. There will be the way to practice.
Yeah.
Because if you just want to communication, just want to make your idea known, you can do have something like you both your body language, you use the way to describe it, but you want to have a very professional way to communicate with each other in English.
Yeah.
You should have another way. That means if you have a question, have communication, and we practice for a long term, we should recommend each other that no, you make a mistake in grammar. You should do this. You should do what? You should do that. It will improve you. And kind of like you should have the plan to learn new words. Because if we divide into couple, like a small group, 5 people will learn 5 words every day. The words we have in 1 month is 150 words, but it's not a dead words. It has to be a very active words. I mean that because we know with each other, when we divide into small group, we check that which meaning of this word. The other have to answer in Vietnamese or in I ask you in Vietnamese, you have to answer it in English. And when we're practicing in English, when we talk about a topic, I say, hey, why you don't use the words that we learned before? So you can use it in here because we're practicing together for a long time. We know our habit. We know how to how he or she will do. So we can. So when checking new words, how much you remember, you just focus on the words he forget or she forgets. Just checking on it. Do not need to check all. So the longer you do, the more words you have. But it needs to have a small enough group to consider each other very well. Because if you are not honest with the other, they say to just say okay, well, you will never be improved. That's my way to learn English. I always try to do with 1 or 2 of my close partner to learn. So he or she knows which words I forget, which word we learn together, which good sentence we use, kind of like the idioms, the phrasal verb we use. But we learn it, but I not use it in some specific sentence. So he or she will advise me to use it. So the longer, the more times I practice it, the better I will remember. That is the way I do it. And because somehow we will find that we cannot explain this word in Vietnamese to English because we just remember it only. But if you have enough words, even though you cannot remember exactly the meaning of that word, you can know the way to describe it in another sentence. That is the difference. Yeah, that is the way that I learn English. So I hope that you can help yourself.
Yeah, so I saw your English skill is very high. It's very excellent. So I think if you can arrange for us another topic for how to learn better how to learn well in English. Yes. So you can show us your ways how to learn English by your way. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, when I learn English, I try a lot of ways to learn to see that whether I am fit with that way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a personal experience. So you can try my way, you can try any way, but try to find the way that fit you well. That is my point, because you need to have the interest to do it every day. Just like right now I am kind of like learning new words. I think you can already to do it yourself. I learning by reading Kindle, but the thing is not from that, because you need to meet the word many times. How you can do it? Just like today you learn 5 words. You learn 5 words. Whichever words you learn, you can put it like you can try to know the way to synchronize it into every your device. So when you have free time, you can check it together. Just like I will share with you the way how I do it. Just like this is the calendar in my mobile phone. So today I read the book. I find a very interesting word. I put it in the Google Calendar. Because Google Calendar synchronize between devices. You can view it in your laptop, you can view it in your phone. So you can see the words every day. So just click on it, so you can see that I have the list of the new words I learned. So it's kind of like the repetition, because you cannot remember every word, because the research that show that I might just remember 70 or maybe 30% each day of the word we learn. So we have to repeat it, just like 3 days. Today is Thursday, so I will review the words I learned on Monday. I will review the words I learned on last Thursday. I will review the words I learned on last month. I even review the words I learned on the last year. But that is kind of like the very dream idea. I even myself do not have time to do it. Sometimes I haven't never view at all. But the thing is that you have to repeat your habit. You have to repeat your action when it becomes your habit. So you can learn it. That is the way I am learning, because every new language is about new words. If you have vocabulary, if your vocabulary is good enough, you can explain, you can describe your idea, so the other can understand you. The first thing always comes with the vocabulary. Of course, we can practice English, but if we do not practice it with the new words, how can we improve? It will be the same all the time. That is the problem. Yes, so because this is a group of very many different, different people from different specializing in different fields. So learning new words, you can learn a lot of new words here to discuss with each other. I think it's also good.
Yes, so I think that is a good way. Okay.
Yeah, but have to be patient. English is very long and tired and tedious road.
Yes, so did you get any English certification or IELTS or something like that?
I got IELTS 7.0 4 years ago. Have a long time ago.
7.0 is very high. Very high score.
Actually, it's not high enough. It's not high enough. I mean that with IELTS, it's kind of like when you practice in home, it always higher than when you do the test in the testing room. But because I am not the student who have gifted who have given in English, because all of my high school I have never studied English before there. So when I graduate, when I was last year student in my in my university, I started learning English, and for about 1 and mostly a half year, I got 7.0. So I need to have the way to do it. So just practice more will let you be better. So yeah, that is the way. English is all about vocabulary. If you master vocabulary, you can easily communicate with each other.
Yes. So I saw your voice or your pronunciation is very good. So how did you practice to get?
Yeah, that is also another topic. the thing is, we always try to say just like we open the group, we try to have people speaking.
Yeah.
But they did not speak it correctly. How we can improve it?
Yeah.
You have to learn. You have to go back from any words you have learned before. So many people still, pronounce wrongly. Like we talk about monkey, but actually it's the monkey. It's a different. Yeah. So you have to master every sound in English, so you know how to read it in the dictionary. So you with whichever word that you concern that you whether you are pronouncing correct or not, check it with the dictionary.
Yeah.
So the more you do it, the better it will be. And of course, as I said, that because you have the close partner with you, so he or she will know which words you pronounce wrong, and they can correct it for you.
Yeah.
So yes, there's so many words. Yes, please, Mr. Zui.
Yeah, you can carry on your sharing.
Yeah, I think that even though right now we still have so many different, so many problems in practicing English, because we have never not known enough to practice. Like with the word record. Record is the verb, but the noun is recall.
Yeah.
One word, two different way to sound. So how you can check it? You have to go to the dictionary. So just like a very interesting words to remember. Just when the more you do it, the better you will find that. That you will find, oh, this one is very interesting. I should remember it. I would try to use it in future when I practice English with each other. Yeah, that is the way we should do. For a big group, the thing we should do is we try to inspire everyone to practice English. We try to impress them to learn English more. Because the bigger the group, the less chance for others to practice. Even though they have the way to practice, who they have checked for them? That is the problem.
Yes, in fact, in our group now don't have any checker.
Yeah.
for
we have a picture here, but she left.
Yeah. Miss Lu already left. Yeah. Okay, so I think next time, Mr. Turan, please help us and help us to improve pronunciation. Or
yes, I will link to share.
Yes.
But yes, as I said that everyone should consider which level we want to be, which ways is fit for our practice. So that is a personal experience. I cannot have it, but the way we should do is try to inspire everybody to learn English, because the more you do it, the better you will become, just longer or shorter time.
Yeah. And one more thing I want to share about how to practice pronunciation as my experience, because I have learned English by myself and to join some English club to practice communication.
Yeah.
And one thing is really easy for all of you to practice. That is, every morning I wake up earlier than another person and I turn a video in English with subtitle.
Yeah.
And imitate the way they speak. Imitate them. That's the way I learned English as a kid.
Yeah.
They imitate the personal, they talk, and I just imitate, and I record and I record my voice by mobile phone, and then I check again. That's a free way, really useful. You can try.
Yeah, of course, it's very useful way. Actually, I tried it before, but I found that I do not fit with that way because I'm tired. I'm very lazy to do it. I just do it for 1 week.
If you want to be better, if you want to have someone to check your pronunciation, use Google Translate. Turn on the record, and if the Google is realized right, they will appear. They will appear a right words or right vocabulary. Exactly.
Yes, I think Google is a good tool for you to test your pronunciation.
Yes, because when I was a student, I don't have much fee pay for ELSA application. Just Google for free.
I think your voice is not important. You can speak English by your Vietnamese voice. So I have submit some Chinese, India, Indonesia, go to Vietnam, and they speak English by their voice. Not like European or American voice, but we can understand and communication with each other.
Yeah. Especially with India guys, they speak very quick. Yes, very quickly. Yeah. So sometimes
they speak English by their native voice, so they pronunciation the words, and we can understand what they want to say with us. So the important is we must learn as much work new words as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's great. Yes. Okay. I think now very late.
I think it will be very good, and we go to best right now.
But a very exciting discussion. Yes, I think so.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tuấn Anh, for this topic tonight.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tuấn Anh. One more time again. Yeah. So thank you, our guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining topic today. Yes. So
yes, thank you
now
everyone
it's
for
time
having me.
for yes.
Good night, everyone.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.